The Absa Cape Epic is one of the most spectacular mountain bike events of the year. Its phenomenal vistas are juxtaposed with the pain and suffering that the riders go through over this 8-day stage race. This is the 17th edition of this South African event, where teams of two work together to cover the 620 kilometers and climb a staggering 16,000 meters. Both professionals and amateurs complete the same course, starting with the prologue in Cape Town, traveling through the Western Cape to finish at Val de Vie in Paarl. Today's Stage 2 is a transitioning stage from Ceres to Tulbagh. Stage 2 is the Queen Stage. The riders leave the Ceres Valley and head into the Witzenberg Mountains. It is undoubtedly one of the most challenging areas for riding, with a dual track giving way to long sections of single track. It is paramount that the riders position themselves before the final brutal valley climb to the water point. The bone-rattling old wagon trail descent rounds off the day as they finish the 96 kilometers in the Soronsberg wine estate. In the yellow zebra leader jersey, Team 91 Songo Specialized with Jordan Saru and Matthew Beers. Their closest rivals in the GC are Team Canyon Northwave MTB, followed by both Bulls teams. The pack leaves Ceres for today's transition stage. They all sit in a bunch for the first section of the race. The young cross-country specialists Sina Fry and Laura Stigger from 91 Songo Specialized are in the women's leaders' jerseys for today's Queen Stage. The marathon experts of Salusmed and Faces CST are 2 and 3 in the overall ranking. The gun goes off and the teams head out into the Ceres Valley. They have an incredible day of South African mountain biking ahead of them. The top 3 teams in the GC riding together through the Ceres Valley and staying together all the way up the old Gedo Pass. The 4th team in the mix is the Computer Mania team with Adelaide Morath and Cherie Redeker. The lead group cross the Witzenberg Valley and head into the forest for the final ascent of the day at the 70-kilometer mark. The leading men's group are racing through today's technical terrain and the beautiful single tracks of the Witzenberg Valley. The bunch still consists of 10 teams just biding their time and putting a plan together. All the favourites are in the mix. Team Canyon Northwave are sitting second in the GC and make the first attack of the day. They split the leading group, and it's only the leaders 91 Songo Specialized that go with them to protect their GC lead. On the final rough and rocky wagon trail descent towards the finish line, Jordan Saru and Matthew Beers take the lead and put on a masterclass in downhill riding. The terrain flattens out, and it's Matthew Beers, the local South African champion, taking the lead and bringing home their second win, 2 out of 3 so far. Andres Sjöwalt and Martin Stosek from Team Canyon Northwave MTB managed to limit the damage and cross the line 26 seconds later. Team Bulls are having another good day in the saddle. Urs Huber and Simon Schneller finishing third, 1 minute and 46 seconds down. The men's elite podium is propped up by yesterday's winners, Team Bulls with Urs Huber and Simon Schneller. Second for the second time is Team Canyon Northwave with Andreas Sjöwalt and Martin Stosek. And today's winners, 91 Songo Specialized, Jordan Saru and Matthew Beers. They retain the yellow leaders jersey going into tomorrow's Stage 3. In the women's race, the group splits on the top of the valley climb. African leaders Strauss and Lille are dropped, as are Luthi and de Groot. It is once again the Swiss-Austrian pair making the decisive move. As the gradient kicks up, they pull the trigger and extend their lead on the final climb. They are flying down the final white-knuckle single-track descent towards the finish line at Soronsberg Wine Estate. Team 91 Songo Specialized celebrate their 3rd consecutive win, while Team Salusmed come in second and faces CST in third.
Bring it home in 3rd place.
The women's podium looks the same as Stage 1, with Faces CST of Candice Lille and Mariska Strauss taking third and retaining the deep red African leaders jersey. Second going to Team Salusmed, Ariane Luthi and Robin de Groot, and 3 out of 3 wins for 91 Songo Specialized, Sina Fry and Laura Stigger, with a lead of just over 7.5 minutes in the GC.